She called me too safe. Then she ran to chaos. Now she calls me the one that got away. But I'm already at peace. Mostly. Her name still hurts sometimes, but not enough to go back. It began with silence, not the comfortable kind we used to share, the kind that crawls under your skin and whispers something's wrong. She was sitting at the table, phone face down. The screen lit up once, just long enough for me to see the name. I didn't say a word. Her eyes flicked toward me, then away, too quickly. That's when I felt it, the first fracture. Suspicion doesn't scream, it hums, quietly, consistently, until you start hearing it in your sleep. That night, she leaned against my shoulder and told me she loved me, but her body had learned how to lie better than her voice ever could. The next morning, I checked her phone. She had changed her password. Interesting. I didn't try to guess it. Not yet. Desperation is loud. I needed to stay quiet. The weeks that followed felt like a slow bleed. Her perfume changed. Her laughter grew rehearsed. The texts came later, the calls shorter. And once, while she slept, I caught her murmuring a name I didn't recognize. He. Always he. She called me safe once, as if safety were a sin. Maybe she wanted the danger, the thrill of losing control. But she forgot. I've spent my entire life controlling what others can't. I started my investigation the next day. Not through confrontation, through patterns. Phone bills, bank statements, location data hidden in photographs. Every breadcrumb she left behind, I followed. Not with anger, with precision. The human heart lies. Technology doesn't. It began forming a picture. Business trips that weren't business. Nights out that never ended where she said they would. A second phone, registered under her maiden name. She thought she was clever. She wasn't. I sent her a message one evening while she was working late. "Dinner's getting cold. You okay?" She replied instantly. "Sorry, love, wrapping up a client meeting." I watched through a camera feed I'd installed 2 weeks earlier. She wasn't in a meeting. She was sitting on the edge of a hotel bed, hair down, face buried in someone else's chest. The sound cut before I could hear her laugh, but I didn't need to. The silence said enough. For 3 weeks, I said nothing. I kissed her every morning, listened to her stories every night, held her hand even as it trembled with the guilt she thought she was hiding. I needed her to believe I was still safe. Because safety disarms people. It lowers their guard. It makes the final blow effortless. The proof arrived one cold evening, a DNA report. I had taken a strand of hair from the bathroom brush. Not hers, our daughter's. The envelope felt heavier than paper should. When I opened it, the world stopped breathing. 0.00% probability of biological relationship. Not mine. Just like that, years of fatherhood turned into theater. Every bedtime story, every tear wiped away, every whispered "I love you, Daddy," all performed under false lights. I didn't break. I didn't scream. I just sat in silence. Then I planned. I waited until her birthday, the perfect scene. Friends, candles, laughter, all the things she thought defined happiness. When the guests left and the lights dimmed, I handed her a gift, a small black box. She smiled. "Is this what I think it is?" Open it. Inside wasn't jewelry, just folded papers, test results, photos, message transcripts, her entire betrayal, cataloged and time-stamped. She didn't move, didn't blink. Only her throat moved, swallowing panic. "What is this?" she whispered. Evidence. Her hand shook as she turned the pages. The hotel images, the messages, the line that confirmed my daughter wasn't mine. Her voice cracked. How could you?" "I had to know what I was protecting," I said quietly. Turns out it wasn't a family. Tears came then, theatrical, useless. "I'm sorry," she whispered, the words trembling. I nodded. You will be. I didn't raise my voice, didn't accuse, didn't ask why. Because why doesn't matter when the body's already dead. She tried to touch me. I stepped back. Distance, physical, emotional, eternal. I didn't mean to hurt you, she said. Yes, you did, I replied. You just thought you'd get away with it. I turned, picked up my coat, and walked toward the door. Wait, she cried. What about our daughter? I stopped. Our? I repeated softly. Be careful with that word. Her breath caught. The horror spread across her face as the meaning sank in. Then I left. There was no satisfaction, no grand explosion, only the quiet hum of power returning to my veins. Outside, the air felt clean for the first time in months. The night didn't care. The city didn't pause. But I did. I stood under a flickering streetlight, listening to the echo of my own heartbeat. It wasn't rage anymore, just clarity. She called me too safe, and she was right. Safety is what made me dangerous, because I don't lash out, I don't destroy, I erase. Weeks later, she called, number withheld, voice shaking, said she missed me, said she realized what she'd lost. I listened, silent, steady. I ruined everything, she said. You were the one that got away. I almost laughed, but instead I said, no, I didn't get away. You let me go because you thought chaos was love. A pause. I was wrong, she whispered. I know, I said. Then I ended the call. Now, sometimes, when her name drifts through my mind, it still stings. Memory has sharp edges, but pain dulls when it's understood. She wanted chaos. She got it. I wanted peace. I built it myself. The truth is, I never wanted revenge, just the end of illusion. And once I saw her for who she was, the illusion collapsed on its own. I don't check her messages anymore. I don't wonder if she's sorry. I've learned that forgiveness isn't about letting them back in. It's about closing the door so completely that even their shadow can't find its way through. She called me too safe. Maybe she was right, because now I am untouchable.